Oh, excuse me. What up, everybody? Just give me a minute to get my stuff set up here. For some reason it doesn't show that it's live. Dun, 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 dun. Dude, I thought I updated my stuff today. Kind of the line in the sand here is going to be that 72, I feel. Pretty flat as far as the EMAs go. See how much time we got top of the hour. I've got 36 minutes. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. See, I feel like we should get 49 here. See here. Just create a little bearish order block here. We should get a push. I know we got some resistance at that 47, 49, but below that, I'm not sure. Big bearish order block there. Like I said, we should get a bounce at 46. And we can possibly look for an add in here if we push back up to 46. If this can create this bearish order block, we almost need it to print here. Why is my timer working? So, print. All right. So like I said, there's some resistance there at the 46 level. 46, 47. I mean, you can kind of see it to the left of us. If you, it's all this is where it's possibly could bounce here. Man, this thing's a long ways down here. If we can get through this. I almost wish I could find a way to add. Possibly a push up back up to 58 to 65. What time is it? Man, we still got 20 minutes to the top of the hour. What's crazy is we lose those 90s, man. It could just be straight downtown here. Go break even. What's up, man? Oh, you were holding a sell too? Nice. I took $100 on my fundeds on that green candle. Oh yeah, man. You don't. This thing created this big old bearish order block here. Oh, you took $100 loss. Oh yeah, never mind. Oh, you're thinking. Okay, so yeah, I can see that. If you look to the left over here, Scott, man, look at all this consolidation here. I may just try to lock in some because it's probably going to bounce. This morning, that's where we barcoded for like almost an hour. Yeah, just be careful selling down here unless you're up here around at the bottom of this bearish order block. Did you request your $1,000, Nick? It'll probably at least get 43 here. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be trading my losses for the next few days. We're strictly going to be focusing on those Bulanox accounts because I'm only $413 away from $1,000 payout on one of my Buleys. Then the other one I need $650. So I'm gonna focus on those the rest of the weekend next week, because we went ahead and requested the 500 from them tonight. Oh, sweet. I'll get you back. I'll get you back, man. Let's go over here. Mm-mm-mm. 25. All right. See here. Looking. See. See here. Whew. Yeah, like I said, I expected to pop. There you go, Nick. for being generous and supporting every day. Yeah, I'd rather give it to someone I know it's here every day. I've been meaning to do giveaways. Oh yeah, we know Methodical's here every day. He's always lurking in the corner. Oh. Oh, what is that thing? Thank you for whatever that was. It popped up on the screen on TikTok. I'm not really sure. Dude, is this thing gonna create another bearish order block on the way back down? Holy goodness. You're at break even now on that one? Nice. Dude, this thing's, if this thing can get back below the 20s, you should get a run here. Push it. I only need I need about $250 more to pass this eval. We're at 26,250 at the moment. Oh, it didn't create the order block. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get stopped out here, guys. Dirty, dirty, dirty. Methodical does giveaways, but you gotta go over and watch a wiener race. And not a wiener dog race. A wiener race. The market's been tricky tonight. I would not be into a long unless we're back above 700 here. We would have to break back through the top of this order block. And you may get a push up to 93 here and kind of wick above it. There's no wick on this 5-minute candle. Why? How did you do tonight trading? I haven't looked at the ES levels tonight, Methodical. Is there a buy section for the ES tonight? Or has that already happened today? I don't have $90? What? I have no idea what you mean by that. 57.94. Let's see. Or 55.94. Oh shit, man. That's like 20 points down. Oh, you're green 90 bucks. Okay. Nice. Shoot. We're live in Discord, man. We're live. Full port? I don't know about no full port, AK. I'm too close to passing this account to be full porting. I don't know if I like this or not. Yeah, I may have to close this one. Where's my top of the line? 66. I'd even. Actually, 58. Back above 58, I will close this. What's up, Capital? Forgot to look at the Rico candles before I bought into that. Mm-hmm. 56 is kind of the line in the sand here anyway. So back above 56, it's going back up anyway. Yeah, probably around 50 pounds. Yeah, Methodical said he didn't want to see me at the beach this year fat and a Speedo. So I've been on that Speedo diet. All right, like I said, back above 56 is probably going up here. Methodical was constantly bullying me every day, making fun of me, sending me rude texts. He said it was for motivation. Oh, goodness. I probably still need to lose another 20 pounds. I want to say like my highest weight was like 256, 258. Every 10 pounds you lose, he grows 1 inch. Maybe you can see 1 inch for every 10 pounds you lose. I think that's it. Oh, goodness. No, I am taking like appetite suppressor pills. I don't need them as much now. A lot of times I forget to take them. I needed them a lot in the beginning. Just because it helps, you know, control the appetite. That's the hardest part. AKK, the cocaine. Oh, goodness. We're on that southern meth diet, huh? Methodical. Oh goodness. Yeah, I gotta say that's probably the hardest part. It's just the appetite suppressions or cravings. That's probably what took me the longest to get by. And plus I'm at home a lot because I don't really go places throughout the day. So it's very easy to sit around a house and snack and stuff. I know, man. Oh yeah. Let's see. Let's see if this 9 o'clock's gonna give us the blast here. Hopefully not to the other side. No, we're not really. Ah, damn it. Come on. No, we're not working on any kind of new strategy. Pretty much the same. The main thing that I've worked on a lot lately is probably sticking more to risk management, being a lot more stricter with risk management with funded accounts. Looks like we're going to get stopped out here on the funded. It can go to 72. I may just have to re-enter. This thing better push up there. We got a 47 level. Who's that 47? Hopefully we should push. Oh, don't do me dirty like that. Get out. Get on down there. All right, lost that 47. As soon as it dropped that 47, we smashed the button. Get on down there. We don't need it to come back. We need it to stay below 50 here. Get back above the 50 and 47. It's probably going to go back up again. It's right below a order block, and what it is, we're just trading out of the order block. That's all it is. There's no guarantee it's going to continue down here. If you look to the left, man, this is where we consolidated a lot this morning. So I don't know how long it's going to take us to get through this. It's just going to be probably scalping type price action. So it's one of these deals where probably just going to be wicking back and forth. It's almost like tonight might be one of these nights you just take your 5 and 10 points and walk away. But what it is, I'm looking for the bigger trades. But probably going to get stopped out again. 54 is the what? Yeah. So like this is just pretty much a break-even trade because my runner's getting stopped out. No, I've never watched the Supernatural series. I've heard of it. probably won't take that a second time or third time if it does drop below that. So like I said, to the downside is going to be it's going to be very tough to get through. What's up, Methodical? Oh, it just shows you muted? Is that what it does? Or maybe I have it muted. I think I changed the permission. Let's see. No? It's going to be very tough to go to the upside too, guys. I mean, if you kind of look up to the upside, you can see that we have all these wicks. We have another big bearish order block. For this big bearish order block, you would almost need to be above 700. I usually don't have a bias in the Asia market unless we start creating higher lows, but you can see that we do not have any structure at the moment. We're just barcoding sideways with breakouts. That's pretty much all we're doing. It's probably going to be a crappy trading session this evening. I was short bias because I was looking for the New York PM session low to get ran down at 588. But I don't know if we get down there. That's why I kept trying to take the short, because I wanted to see if we get, you know, to run these lows here at 589, 588. So that's kind of what we were shooting for, but I know it's going to be very tough for us to get through here. This is the consolidation between 3 to 330. But if you also look a little farther to the left, this was from this morning. This was when we were just barcoding at the barcoding. I actually lost the eval on this consolidation here, because what it is, I basically kept trying to think I was shorting the breakouts on these candles. And so what was happening, I was just basically buying the bottom of the range. So that's kind of what happened this morning on one of my little Bewleys. But the important part is we did finally get our one elusive account over the payout threshold. So now we'll just kind of put that away and concentrate on the Bulanox payouts this week and next week. So it'd be nice if I can finish both of those by the end of the month. Oh my goodness. I'm only up like 30 bucks tonight. Like I said, all those trades that I was in, I was risking the profits on the stop loss. So it's one of these deals where the Asian market just may consolidate all night and you may not get any movement until the London session. I mean, we can always try scalping for 5 points off Rico candles. I mean, we can always do that. We're constantly just kind of banging off between the, what, 50 EMA. Like I said, it's very difficult to short here. Because I know if I try chasing this, it's just going to pop back up. So maybe if I don't chase it, it'll just go insanely to the downside. Like I said, I definitely feel that that 588 is the target to the downside. May just go without us. No pullbacks? Come on. Man, the one time that I don't chase this, it goes without me. Dun, 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 dun. Rico candles. Still struggling to push on down through here, guys. May just... I want to get back points there. Where could we go? Man, is this thing... Man, this thing's going to end up going without me. You son of a bee. Oh, goodness. That was so dirty, methodical. That was dirty. I think bee slapped me to rip back down. Oh, goodness. Nice if you were able, if you were like, you know, ballsy enough to try the short again, guys. Like I said, I'd still say 288's the target here. If you, and below 288, it could just be a straight sell fest. Damn you. It's too late for me to jump in here. You think I think Iran's back on the table? Though that Iran thing's never gonna work itself out. There's one thing in the news that they don't ever put in about that, Nick. I want to say Iran has, I can't remember the exact number. It's either 13 or maybe 30 different parliaments. So you may make a deal with one parliament, but the others don't agree. So I think that's why you're constant. It'd be like trying to make a country being in a war with the United States and making a deal with every single state. Like, there would just be no way for that to happen. So I think that's why you always get like Iran deal, no deal, Iran deal, no deal. There's just too many different parliaments for everybody to agree. Probably very true. Oh. Damn you. Godly. Man, I'm annoyed that I didn't. It's really hard to take these guys. You got to think, I tried this short twice because I was looking for that 88 level. And that's how you get chopped up, just because you're trying to time the breakout. And you just don't know. These type of breakouts are very difficult to trade unless you just put your stop loss where it needs to be. So your stop loss needed to be back up there above 700, which is above that previous order block or that bearish order block. But, you know, you're talking about risking 50, 60 points. I'm going to wait and see if we can just print below 88, and maybe we can use the bottom of all that resistance from this morning where we had the big sell-off. Or maybe 700 will pop here and back up to 25. We will see. Well, I don't know. We have one of Nick's type of wicks right there. I know. Do we go with that wick, Nick, or what do you think? I know. I think that may be the one to go with. Oh my goodness. Not sure what that was. Oh shit. What the hell? What the frick, man? Started having Trump candle flashbacks there for a moment. Oh shit. I had mine sitting at 26, 27. I went with the 26. The L26. Guys, all these levels that we take are just Rico candles. That is it. In the Asia market, we bounce off every single one of these levels over and over. It never stops. It almost like a guaranteed 5 points. As long as you got the trend right, especially in trend market. See? It just pretty much went back up there to retest the 21 EMA. That is it. Super, super stupid simple. And plus, I also use the Rico candles like when we lose trend. So that's why a lot of times I'm always like, if it breaks this level, we're just closing it. May get stopped out here on the runner. You do have the 9 EMA sitting up at the 19. So we will give it a little bit of room. There's the line in the sand. What I was annoyed about a while ago is I had a resting order sitting at 30 and I got tagged in at that 30 level. Were you in a mini? How did you lose $100? Oh, didn't have a stop. Guys, you see how well that works? I mean, it's like, I put the blue line there. You could have put your entry there and took 5 or 10 points. This stuff just, it's crazy. Then you just hope for a runner. Now, if it goes back up, it's probably going to go back up to the 45s. Remember, guys, there was a lot of resistance in this area. We'll probably get stopped out before we get to 87. I just feel like this is going to have a bigger pullback. If it gets through the 20s, it's probably going back up to the 30s. And through the 30s, to the 45s. All right, I'm just going to try to get as many points as I can because this thing's probably going to come and stop me out. Hold. We'll just put it up there. Oh, we use them the same way. Oh yeah, man, I love those candles. Thank you for the 10 jewels, Andrew. Let's see. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I want to target all the way down there if I could. Like I said, I feel okay. Finally got stopped out on the runner. If we can't find another entry, your next target is to see if we can find something to close underneath the 600s. Then this way it would kind of be through all this support here and resistance here. And that was from this morning. Like I said, I got chopped up in this mess this morning because I kept trying to take the breakouts during that. So I got chopped up in that price action on one of my accounts. Because I kept trying to top the breakout. Man, this thing's probably going to go without me. And you can't really take these same Rico candles over twice. Because most of the time, once you get into that you know, second, third, fourth time they get blasted, and you'll just have to have some kind of decent pullback. Ooh, it's very tempting to short here, I'm not gonna lie. I can't believe I haven't been stopped out twice on this trade. Like, it's hard to believe that we're not going to run to 88s here. Maybe we can have one more pullback to the top of the range. Oh, goodness. Now, like, if we got below the 88, 89s, that would get us below the New York lunch low. That 88 area. What's up, man? How are you doing tonight? What are we thinking? Man, I do not want to tempt. I've already taken the 25-30. It's hard for me to take these same levels multiple times. Like, we'd almost need to wick above it, and maybe, like, as we're pulling back, like where that 9 EMA is sitting at the 32. Hot. I mean, if you're watching Rico candles, this thing still looks very, very bearish right now. Very bearish still. I'm just annoyed that I'm not in the trade. Nice. Dude, the shorts are, I think it's going to sell down, like, especially if we can lose this 90, 89 level, man. I think we still get a bigger push to the downside. We're constantly just, like, we get below that New York low at 88 and kind of like wick back into it. Like, does this pull back to 600 and hold right here? We'll risk 5 points here. Back above the 600s, we'll close this. Okay. I still made short. I just didn't want to hold into drawdown here, guys. I'm still going to try to find another entry here if we can. Usually between like 10 and 4. Or 10 and 5. But most days I'm up by 4 o'clock in the morning. Ooh, look at the Rico candles go. I know it's almost like, does this thing go all the way back up to the 50s? Oh, my legs. We're just waiting to see if we pull back below, down past the 20. Probably up to what, 47 now? You're waiting for a pullback. Right now, we're just kind of bouncing off every single level. I'm just waiting for us to see if we start pushing back down. That's going to be pretty wild that we just get within like, what, less than 5 or 6 points of running those lows. Which the Nasdaq does stupid stuff like that. Mm-hmm. That's a, what, 21 EMA touch up there at the 53s? D, the lines on that chart are the 9, the 21, and the 50. And the one up top is the 200. Whew, big pullback. It's almost like up 50 points already. I thought you were done trading tonight, Wes. Squeaky chair. Or I keep rubbing against the bottom of the desk. Time is it here? Okay. Are we not going to touch that 21 EMA up there? No, come on. Oh, you're longing off that wick. Nice. I don't know. It's really hard for me to take any kind of longs. We're just kind of back to sitting on our hands at the moment. Maybe back above, to get back above 30. I don't know if we maybe make another little push back up into the 40s or 50s. Just waiting to see if we print below the 20 level. What time is it? Shoot, got 2 minutes left on this candle. Did you get your 5 points on that 19? gained a, man, is this thing gonna create an order block to the top side? Maybe. Son of a bee. We lose 27. We're probably going back up here. We just gotta stay below that 27. Yep, son of a bitch. Oh yeah, son of a bitch. All right, we're about to get out of that. Thought we would get one more push down there. What? There's your 21. No, I'm not. I was going to try a short here back down there, but it was just pretty much an in and out just because I wasn't sure. I was still looking for that low to get ran. You would think that we'd want to get a push to the 70s here, but see, we're pushing back into that order block here. It bottom ticks you. We're just kind of back to sitting on our hands. We're pushing back up into that order, bearish order block. That is pretty wild to me that we did not run these lows at the 90s. Must just be so much resistance down there. Does the 50 pay? That's the first 50 EMA touch at the 70s. Between 53 and 95. I'm not sure about Apple. Nice push. Man, this is an insane candle. We haven't had this type of movement all night. Now we just get like some just crazy ass price action. You got bottom ticket. Shoot, I was trying to freaking short down there. Wow, look at that VWAP hit, man. Nice bounce off that 64 level. There's your VWAP touch you like to watch, Nick. Are you going to try long off that first wick at 46, Nick? Oh, you're already long. Oh. Nice. Oh, you're using that as your stop. Oh, okay. Nice. Where's your entry at from? How much time we got left on this candle here? See if this candle breaks this candle here, and it's almost like a little bull flag breakout on the 5 minute sometimes. And there's no wick here at 95, so you may get a push up to 95. Do we push through the order block here? Not order block, but the VWAP here. Still kind of struggling to get through that VWAP there. I still think we push up to 95. Where was your long entry at? Oh, your DCA in at 61. I still feel like we get a 46, 40, 50 bounce here. I still think we push back up here. Should bounce off 43. Let's back to the 9 EMA. So you kind of need to see the 9 EMA kind of hold up here. I think it's going to chop in between here for a few more minutes. Oh, crap. I didn't know it was a 4-hour candle here. I lost track of time. Just hold. Next level push down is probably going to be 28. Ooh, eval may get a little drawdown here. Kind of expecting us to bounce here at the 25, 26. Where's the bottom of that at? 07? Holy shit. Oh, you're trading funded. Oh goodness. I thought you said you were a stop loss. I could never trade a funded account in Asia market. I don't have it in me. The only thing I trade in the Asia market is my cheap Bulanox account. That way, if I make mistakes, it doesn't hurt as bad. Son of a bee. Kind of the last line of defense is probably down here around the 25s, 27s. If we lose that area, it's probably downtown. Much time we got left for the next candle? Yeah, I don't think this thing's coming back up, man. Unless, the only way this thing can get back up there, unless we're back above the 50s. Not looking too promising. Oh, you're short? Nice. No, I'm not short. Push it a push. What's up, man, from Russia? You looking for the big short? Hello from Iran. Probably don't get back to the 38s or 40s here, unfortunately. Yeah, I knew that damn 38 was the level there. Yeah, that's the way it usually goes for me. My last trade always F up something. This is why I don't usually ever trade funded accounts in the New York session. I mean, in the Asia session. Should it continue down here? Do we get one more push back up to the 50s or 47s here? Sell. You're bullish tonight? Remember your name? Whew, we're right there at that one target. Yeah, we're on NinjaTrader. We're probably about to call it a night, guys, here in about 10 minutes. Don't know. We may get a push up to 55. We may just be trapped in this freaking spot. Okay. I don't know. We had a pretty good sell-off today. If 38 can hold, may get another push up here, but Don't know. All right. I thought we were going to continue pushing higher there. But I guess not. Did you get out of your trade, Nick? Nice. Nice push here. Now we still got that 5-minute candle up there, no wick. We're on Ninja Trader. Nick, were you able to survive that trade? I was waiting for to see if that 20 to 16 was going to hold up. Whew. Maybe, what do you think? We get that pull back to 41 possible here? I really like this thing to start building some kind of range where we're just making lower highs. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely bullish if we get back above this 700. I mean, I see us pushing up, but until we break 700, I'm not completely bullish yet. Need to kind of break that 700 level. I'd like to see us print above this leg here, then kind of push back down it to the 85s. To the moon. I don't really know what that means as far as the workers go. I don't know. Yeah, nice little VWAP there. We finally got a break above this leg here. I'm waiting for us to kind of break this bearish order block here above. See, we could reject pretty hard off the 700 here. Kind of need to get through the 700 and the previous day close and previous day open. Did you get long as soon as it broke the VWAP on that one, Nick? Oh, you got long as soon as it broke it. Nice. How much of your profit did you get back? I wish I joined in Discord, but I'm not in that. Daily profit 200 is too much. No. Oh, nice. Dude, that level almost pays 5 or 10 points on every hit most days. And that's your previous day close and open, just because there's always so much resistance at that level. I don't know if we get through this or not. I feel like that was probably your safe target to the upside. What, 90? Yeah, you kind of need to see this leg hold. Dun, 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 dun. To me, I'm longs. I'm not officially longs unless we get really back above 700s. No, I wouldn't recommend joining longs this late unless you find some kind of resistance back above 700. I wouldn't jump in at this high. Like, it's not that I don't mind long it up here. It's just we need to be back above those 700s. So could get another VWAP retest here. What is that? 80? Yeah, definitely could get an 80 retest here. What's up, man? How are you doing tonight? Come on. I think it's going to take a lot to get through the 700s, guys. There is so much resistance and up there above the 700s. Let's see. Oh, you've been trading for 10 years? Oh, nice, man. Like I said, I'm looking for an 80 retest here. Oh, I don't really think much about the whole recession thing. Get the money, not the levels. That's a good one. Which in the nighttime, we don't even trade funded accounts. We strictly stick to Bulanox evals. That is it. So this is why usually I always tell everybody not to follow eval trades, because I trade cheap evals in the evening times. And I wouldn't want nobody to mess up their expensive funded account or cash account or evals. If you're, trading expensive evals. One trade 4,000 or two trades. That's pretty good. Come on. Dude, if this thing can just break above the 707s and find resistance up there. Are you still holding your long, Nick? Or did you just take your profit and get out? Nick, if you go to Discord, man, there's no delay in the entries. Oh, you took your profit? Nice. I don't blame you. If you took the loss a while ago, I'd try to get some of my profit back too. Yeah, that sucks to blow a funded. The last funded I blew was that Lucid funded, the one that I took a payout on last month. Shoot, NQ by the end of the year, shoot, that thing's probably gonna get 30,000 by the end of the week. Oh goodness. Yeah, that was my last funded. Now I have another funded, but only $500 of drawdown. So we'll have to see how that one goes. Maybe we'll do better with that one this time. What's up, Java? Oh, Java left. Ooh, yeah, that would hurt. To be blowing up fundeds every week. Yeah, they're just at the end of the day, they don't really have any I mean, technically they're just sim fundeds. You're just trading against prop firms, pretty much. The only way that you trade the market with prop firms, if they put you on a live account. So, and they don't usually, if you're taking massive payouts, they will switch you over to a live account. You just have to read their rules and see what their threshold is with the payouts. All of them are a little different. I mean, I think that's good, like you said, if you've been doing this for 10 years, but for someone just starting out for, less than a year, putting $3,000 in a cash account, they would just probably blow that up. The way to use prop firms is, you can trade off of a budget on how much you're willing to spend every month to learn, whatever you need to learn in trading, whatever strategy you're trying to learn. I mean, to me, I wouldn't want to use a cash account to learn how to trade. Most people would do that when they start out, just end up losing a shitload of money. I mean, don't get me wrong, you can lose money trading prop firms too if you're stupid enough to just, full porting every day. The best way I would recommend using prop firms is not really focused on like a funding in the beginning. Getting cheap, using like one of the cheaper prop firms like Bulanox or Apex. So like the accounts that I'm trading on tonight, they're like $10 to $15. And it just gives you your data to trade on. If you don't over leverage and you just use 1 or 2 micros to just learn, or trade a sim account to learn, this way you don't have to pay for fees and stuff if you're trading a cash account. No, I'm just talking about for someone new starting out. What's up, Java Trades? Right now, we're still just kind of stuck at that previous open day close. Oh, they have a trail paper account. Okay. Yeah, see, I've never used the swab accounts. This may just be the pullback into our previous day close. I'm hoping that this trend continues. We need to get through the 07s here and you would need kind of those 88.90s to hold up. You ended up getting back into that long 400, caught the 180 points. Oh, sweet. Yeah, if you went over and looked at ES today, that 72 was the low on the ES today. Only thing is I had to leave. Let me see if I can find the ES here. For anybody that likes to trade Mr. Adam Manzini levels, he had this in his newsletter here. Basically said, sweep of the 71, rocket ship. I know Methodical took this trade, but unfortunately I wasn't here, so I didn't get to take that one. You can see it was kind of marked out. So we usually have all these marked out in the mornings. Basically what it is, he just looked for it to kind of, I want to say, recover one of the previous day lows, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, that ended up being the low. I didn't realize that we were that close to that level from that big short that we were in earlier today. Did you take another VWAP trade there, Nick? I know you like to take those, and it's at your number 82. Oh goodness. Man, we're almost back at the previous day high on the ES up there at 26. We're only about 5 or 6 points away. Well, that sucks that his truck broke down. Guys, this will be probably the last trade for me tonight. All right. We can pull fib on this and see if it's just going to be a 50% pullback. Will I create a paper account? I'm not sure what you mean by creating a paper. No. So 50% of that's at 63. You missed your birthday. Nice. Like I said, guys, we're not going to take any more trades tonight. So we're just going to sit on our hands for the rest of the evening and just come back in the morning. We were trying to get back over the $100, but we lost a little bit on that one trade earlier, so it kind of knocked us back down to $70. Not really sure what you're saying. Oh. No, I probably won't be switching any kind of platforms. I don't know if I care to learn that. That'd be a lot. What are you looking for? Another sweep of the 700s to come back down to 29,000s? Woo! That would be a nice trade there, Java. Oh, did you get short at 700? Nice. What's up, Trading 25? Thank you guys all for hanging out and watching tonight. So tomorrow we'll be focusing on our Bulanox accounts. So we only need to make another like maybe 400 bucks on that account to reach the threshold. Oh, your buddy said the hedge funders are loading up the shorts. Maybe. It looks like it's trying to roll over here. I don't know. Where's your entry from at Java? Oh, my bad. Oh, you entered at 700? Okay, nice. Thank you, man. Have a good evening. You traded against yourself, made 100 bucks. Oh, goodness. Oof. Dude, I wish I was still in my long now. I was long from 58 when oh, I got stopped out on that freaking pullback. We wanted to target the high of that previous red candle. Have I ever used any order flow platforms? I've looked at a few order flows, but I guess because I don't really know like what I'm really looking at, so I just haven't really ever used it. I try not to like overly whelm, like just look at a bunch of, just a bunch of information when I'm trading, because I feel like that affects my trading when I do that. I feel like I'm just looking at too much stuff. Like sometimes even watching the ES will mess with me, because sometimes, you always thinking about the ES and Nasdaq being on the same route, both going up and up, but like this morning they were completely different. Okay. Pumping work instead of shorting today. Oh, goodness. Ooh. All right. Do we push back down her? Okay. I'll put that in my search engine thing real quick. Huh. Yeah, I may look more into that and see what that is. Yeah, I found it. Let's see. Yeah, I'll look at that and see. You can do. You can. I may even just try it out just to see. Since you can get like 10 days free. To the moon. I'm kind of annoyed that I got stopped out on this. When you're adding in like that, Java, what's your like maximum loss when you do that? You can just spam it with unlimited emails. Oh goodness. Yeah, I guess I got a few emails and get a few weeks free. Oh goodness. No, 30 bucks is, or 125 or 30 bucks is really not that bad to try it out for a month. I would only do a month to see if it's useful. I wouldn't want to do any longer than that. Like I said, I try not to overwhelm my stuff with a bunch of information. Okay, you just look for 10%. This is the 5-minute time frame. On NinjaTrader. Nick, until I got stopped out on that pullback, man, I was actually long because I didn't want to give all my profit up. So I was long from 58. But we've already gotten stopped out. So now we're just kind of sitting here. We probably won't take any more entries. I don't feel like sitting through any more drawdown or DCA and out of trade. So, oh, nice there, man. 172 on that long. Heck yeah. When we had that last pullback down to the 20s, that's what I was waiting to see that was going to hold up. The only thing that made me nervous is that was the opening of the what is it, the 4-hour candle, so I wasn't sure if it was going to continue. So, okay, 729. Hopefully we can have another great session tomorrow. Hopefully over the next 2 days, we can get our next Bewley closer to payout. We only need like $400. So we can make somewhere between that 1 to 175 today, then, you know, 100 plus on Friday. This way it kind of sets us up for next week. So that's kind of the game plan. There's resistance here. And this thing's on a run. You would think this thing would kind of pull back down below the, 200 moving average and kind of head back down there to your normal EMAs. Sweet. The ES sweat those highs. Sounds good, man. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Yeah, I took 5 points on the 29 short. There's a VWAP at 16. Kind of want to see it push back down to retest the 08, 09s here. Where was your entry at, Vito? Looks like my runner's about to get stopped out. Mine will just be a break-even trade because we already took 2 contracts off. Uh-oh. Come on. It's being stubborn. How much time we got left for a new candle? Man, we got less than 1 minute. This next candle needs to keep, continue making lower highs here and get back below 16. I like 17 probably better than my target. I'm actually targeting 09 or 709. That's actually, I feel like a much better target because, what do you want to call it? There's a pivot there at the 16s. What's up, professional? How are you doing, professor? All right, looks like my runner's about to get stopped out here, guys. All right. We gave it a whirl, but it was pretty much a break-even trade. All right, guys, thank you guys for watching, and we will be back for the New York session to trade funded accounts. Remember, we do not trade funded accounts. No, I'm not sure if I know what that is. Let's see. Where is the... Oh, it's over here. So trade copier? Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking it up. He put it in the thing. Sorry about that. No, I don't use a trade copier a whole bunch. Every now and then I'll use it. I try to stick to more rotating through my accounts. This way, if we take a loss, it's not like too devastating. So I'd rather look at one red account instead of all red accounts. So we usually rotate through our accounts, just so we can kind of keep them safe. I have copy traded. I used to copy trade 3 accounts all the time, but it was like, it sucked whenever you took that loss and all 3 of your accounts are red. So this way I just rotate through them, then just look for like 30 points or so on each account. Then this way I can just take 1 trade per account per day. You know, whatever happens, happens, either a loss or win or whatever. So most of the times my losses usually stay the same. Loss and wins. Unless you want to count that Trump candle that I got wrecked on a couple weeks back. I want to say the Trump candle was the only loss that I really had in June. On my Bewley fundeds, that Trump candle was my only loss for the month of June on this funded accounts. The rest of it was just, you know, whatever I got. I did have a rough May. May was rough. I didn't think I was going to be able to hold on to these accounts in May because I struggled in May. Actually, no, I did take a loss on June 1st or June 2nd for 133. And so we took 2 losses in June. And like I said, that 366 came from Trump. On one of those ward candles, I got smashed. Like, usually I have like a 25 to 30 point stop loss. You can see where all my stop losses are always the same. Almost every loss I have on these accounts are the same. Except for back in December of last year, you know. So did kind of do some stupid stuff around the holidays there, but I've been trading these same funded accounts probably since the 1st of December. So going on about 7 or 8 months, and we're working on our 3rd payout. So we've already taken 2 payouts on these accounts, and we're only about $400 away from a second one. I've taken, what, 85 trading days with this account. So almost 100 trades. Those accounts we've been very, very strict on as far as not doing stupid stuff. I was only in that for about, that was pretty much a break-even trade for me on that one, Vito. What I did is I took 2 contracts off at 5 points, and this way I can still have a small stop loss, and it's kind of like a break-even trade. All right, guys, everyone have a great evening, and we will be back in the New York session. So like I said, tomorrow we will have to go back to trading our Bulanox fundeds because we're probably not going to be focusing on the elusive tomorrow. So we're going to stay away from those since that we did get to request a payout with those accounts. So good thing about the elusive accounts, usually they pay you like in like a day or 2. So if you request money from them, they pay you quick. They're kind of like my funded futures. They pay you really quick if you get payouts. Bulanox pays, but sometimes you do have to wait like 4 or 5 days for your payout with Bulanox. If you request payouts with Bulanox, what you have to do is they process all their stuff on Friday and they pay you the next following Wednesday. So that's how, if you've never had a payout with Bulanox, and if you get one, that's how it works. They process all their payouts on Friday and pay you on Wednesday or Thursday. Yeah, I'll check it out a little bit more in the morning, Java, when I get back up. I'm usually back in front of the computer probably between 6 and 7 o'clock in the morning. So we will take a look at it tomorrow. Let me save it to favorites so I don't lose it. All right, save to favorites. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Everyone have a great evening. I do take trades in Discord. The reason why, if you don't want to see delays, I do live stream this in Discord. This way you don't have to, because with YouTube there's a delay. There's like a 5 or 6 second delay from the time you enter. With Discord there is no delay. That's the only thing about watching on YouTube is the delay. All right, thank you guys.